Day 8 of the YouTube 30-day challenge. I've already been recording for over a week now, but I did want to do kind of a follow-up video after the first week just to kind of journal some of the lessons that I've learned after just 1 week worth of trying to seriously do some video production stuff. It's actually been very interesting, very revealing personally, like just seeing some of the personality quirks that you have. There's been a handful of situations where you kind of immediately and almost intuitively understand some process of video production. Like for example, like if you're watching somebody else's video and you don't think that it's very good, you might say, oh, that video sucks, or I would have done it differently, or I could have done it differently. If I was doing it, I would do it this way. I would challenge you to turn the camera around and try and record something that is good content. I think you'd be surprised at how difficult it is to turn the camera around, hit record, and then intelligently put out your viewpoint out there. That's a challenge. And again, this is like, I'm just saying, just try and convey a coherent message. Let's not even talk about the relative merit of the content of the video, because that's a whole different challenge in and of itself. Like the proposition of creating new, like objectively good content or whatever every day, even if it is just 2 minutes for 30 straight days, is difficult. I mean, first of all, real life definitely gets in the way. Even if you're not doing crazy stuff, like we're trying to sell a house, and I'm a parent, so I have kids to juggle and all that jazz. So outside of that, there's kind of the implied challenge of creating, again, objectively good content. Like I don't think anybody would put this much effort into creating bad content. Like you don't try and fail. That just doesn't make any sense. So. That the idea of trying to complete this challenge and then also do good content has kind of made me realize or made me understand that I'm a writer, and I don't mean that in the professional author delusions of grandeur type of sense, but just more in the like, this is how I organize my thoughts. I basically have to kind of rough out some of the ideas that I have for at least some of the videos. I think you can pretty much tell which ones I have put some thought into kind of organizing points that I want to hit or topics that I want to discuss. I have to write down, or I get like halfway through a video and then I just forget everything that I'm going to say. So the other thing is crutch words. I know I've been paying attention to some of the crutch words that I use, like literally, like. I've been paying attention to those long enough to where even in the recording of this video, I've already heard myself say them. So I guess recognition of the problem is the first step to addressing it. But crutch words they're devious, man. They make your way into patterns of speech, and you don't even recognize that you're using those words sometimes. It's so subconscious, and it's very distracting. Like if you have the personality type that you can take some fairly gnarly self-criticism, it's very interesting to record a video of record yourself saying anything, like giving a speech or something along those lines, and then you go back and watch it, and you will pick out every time you scratch your nose or gaze off into the distance or say the word or like, literally whatever, you will find every single one of those. So that's kind of the very interesting semi-introspective, like personal revealing thing about this experiment that I was really not expecting, but it's just kind of been a cool side effect of that. I think probably the last thing, the other thing that kind of weirded me out too a little bit is the internet. I guess I have new appreciation for the internet. The internet allows for this very weird level of intimacy between just complete strangers, like this weird interaction that you would normally not have. Like it's one thing if you run into a stranger on the street, like you have a face, you have almost a personality that you pick up on immediately if you run into somebody on the street and they say like, oh, hey, nice hat or whatever. But on the internet, you don't have that. I mean, it's just, you just have out of nowhere, you don't see anybody approaching. You just have text that shows up, especially on YouTube in the form of comments. You just have this text that shows up that's conveying somebody else's message, good, bad, or indifferent. So it's just this very strange thing to see like a comment show up. So I mean, yeah, the purpose of the exercise obviously is to create content that people are going to watch. I mean, ostensibly, but it's weird when you start to have, I guess, I don't want to call it validation. It's not like validation of what I'm doing. I'm not seeking validation, but it's just weird when you have somebody actually watch your video and comment. Like I had a random person, I have no idea who they are, but they commented in one of my videos, and it was just like a very odd thing, because I'm not advertising this by any stretch. This is literally just an experiment for me. So it's just very strange, because I'm also not internet famous by any stretch of anyone's imagination. So I guess it gives me appreciation for the legitimately internet famous YouTubers, the big names out there with like 1 million subscribers. I can't imagine how they would possibly carry on any type of a meaningful conversation with any of their followers. And I don't know. I don't know where this whole experiment's going to take me, but I don't know. Maybe some 5-10 years down the road or something, if I have more than 3 followers, which I'm pretty sure I know who all 3 of them are. I just hope that I never lose that interest in my followers. Like, who are the people that are watching my videos? I don't know. I'm interested in that personal connection. So whatever, that's enough rambling for now. That's it for me this week. We will catch you guys tomorrow.